YouTube, what's happening? Just want to get back with you guys, give you a couple of updates, and when more updates will come, I want to show you something about Top Dead Center right quick, because I know a lot of people, even me, it took I would say almost 5 years of just reading, learning, and everything else about these motors for me to even get to where I'm at. So as you can see, the block is pretty much, short block is pretty much together. Um, I did torque everything down using the manual, which is a very thick manual, as you can see. And it basically gives you all your specs of how to torque them down. It basically runs through everything in this book. This is the book. I'd rather have this book than the Haynes manual that you can get from AutoZone or O'Reilly. So this is what you want. Also, I want to show you something about this little gadget here. Now, for all us beginners who may not want to use the alternate method to find Top Dead Center, you get this right here. It's going to bolt into the crank, and it's a little notch. I got to work it in there. It's going to line up in that notch. And what this is going to do is give you a Top Dead Center on your number one piston. This tool, I think, is about $12 right now. They used to be $40 to $100. Some people still have them $40 to $100. This is a Ford style crank holder tool. But the main purpose of what it will do is get your number one piston at Top Dead Center. So for any of you guys who was nervous about timing them, this is a big help versus using the other methods that will come in a degree set, the piston stop tool and all that. Yes, you can still do that to still find it. You can do the magnet on the top with the dial indicator. You can do all that, but me, I'm going to stick with this method. This method right here is inexpensive. And like I say, will always get your number one piston at Top Dead Center. That way you could time the engine properly. And I just want to say this is going to be the last video for probably a couple weeks. I think I might have stated that yesterday, but I just wanted to show y'all that and give us some little details. The next video will be, hold up. Let me show you something. The next video will be about oil pump, oil pan, stuff like that, because I have to fit this onto the bottom of the this is for the oil pickup that it goes to, and basically what sets your clearance in the oil pan, which I have an oil pan over there in a bag. I have actually two oil pans, but I've used one in the bag. And I'm gonna have to set the clearance for I'm going to use what is known as a Cobra pump, but it's basically a high volume pump. I'm gonna use that for this. What else? I'm not going to put the ring seal on just yet, but I will have another set of heads. Well, I should say a head. I'm gonna get one head. I'm gonna do some mild porting on that. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna get my gasket, oil pan gasket, probably timing cover gaskets and stuff like that. So that will be on the next video of getting the engine, because I actually want to get the engine 100% built up to a long block, and then from there we'll go ahead and finish digging into the car, get the engine and trans out of that, swap in the new trans and new engine, and it should be fun. And like I say, stay tuned, because once we start working on the black car, I'm gonna have better videos and better equipment to show y'all the actual assembly of these engines. All I can do right now is with a hand and Android to just simply show you the steps that I make, and just let you know I'm still coming, for you guys out there with your little V8. So yeah, stay tuned, YouTube. Everything rotates fine. Like I say, cylinders are all clean. Everything is pretty much set to go. They're torqued down. I still got to use my torque angle gauge. This is my torque angle gauge, as I explained. I'm gonna have to use this to angle them, and I believe it's 25 degrees that I'm gonna have to angle those with the ARP 2000. So, like I say, if you guys are interested in knowing anything about the block, because I say this block is good for 700 horsepower, I'm gonna say at the wheels with the stock crank. Stop being scared to, when somebody, oh, the stock crank is this, they hear bad, wrong information and then pass it on to somebody else, and then somebody else pass that bad information on. So the stock crank is a heavy, nice piece, and it should do you well. 7,000 RPMs is fine. Like I said, we do have forged rods and pistons, which helps it out even more. So it's just up to you. But if you would like to know any information, shoot me a question. I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Like I say, stay tuned. This is just a battling video, letting you know that the next video will be parts and everything else to finish getting this block to a long block. So I'll see you then, YouTube. So hopefully you stay tuned, and we coming for you guys.